Yo, what's good everybody guys? It's your boy Wolf. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another exciting build for you guys. This is Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 Beast Gohan build for your CC character. It's not the official DLC that Beast Gohan that everybody's going around with. So I just thought I'd just make one and you know, just put it out here. Just so hopefully you guys enjoy everything it has to do with these builds. You already know because you know I basically was inspired because of the movie Super Dragon Ball.
Special
If you
beam
guys
cannon!
haven't seen it, make sure you guys do because it's highly and really good, anticipated movie. But anyways, guys, let's get down to the build. Here we go. Okay, so if you guys are wondering, this character is level 99 max, so do not worry about that. So I got you covered. It's max. Anyways, now let's get down to the attributes. Now I put 75 health just because I think he needs a decent amount of health. Just like, even though the health scaling in this game, I said it again that it really is trash in the game, but at least have a little bit of HP, nothing crazy, just a little bit. And then when it comes to max key, you want to put at least 20, because I don't feel like Beast Gohan doesn't have to do with a lot of key blasts or nothing. He's mostly going to be a striker, but it'll be good to have a little bit, like at least 20% of it. As for max stamina, you want to put that up to 80 because he's going to be, you know, mostly just be doing, you're just going ham with the combos and everything. So make sure you guys have that up to 80. You could put this up to, if you guys don't want max CP, you could put it up. You could put it up to 100. It's up to you. But I like to keep it, you know, 80%. Nothing to go crazy about because, you know, the amount of stamina you have and the longer it takes for you to recover your stamina is going to be very tricky. Unless you have a super soul for that, then that's fine. But for me, I'm just gonna put 80%. Now I could have went to 125 for my basic attacks, but I decided not to because even though I go over 25, you're still not gonna see nothing crazy of result, you know. For male Saiyans, yeah, I know that there's a lot of damage to their melee strikes, but I feel like they got a bit nerfed lately because I don't know if you guys noticed in the update when you know, you can make your characters max range and put a lot of basic attacks, and then if you want to combine it with Super Saiyan God, it's a huge nerf. So I noticed that recently, and big shout out to Super Kaba on Licky's channel because he was explaining this. But yeah, they really nerfed it, so that's how I found out. Now when it comes to strike supers, I put 0 because I don't really need strikes because he is a male Saiyan, so he'll still do a decent amount of strike damage. So nothing to go crazy about that. Now, when it comes to Ki Blast, now keep in mind, guys, the Beast Gohan build that I made he's max height, so he's like at his highest point. And then when it comes to weight, I made him really skinny so he can boost up his Ki Blast supers. And as well, I got up the freaking Ki Blast supers all the way to 100, so keep these two balanced. You know, just want to do, you know, try to keep it balanced. I could have made him even, but I just wanted to do more damage because when he does his ultimate, like special beam cannon from the movie, I want to put a lot of damage into that. And yeah, there we go. Alright guys, now I know my setup can be very questionable because, you know, there's like a lot of things that are not really into the movie, but I feel like these attributes fit Gohan in the movie as what he can really do. So reverse rush is a counterattack, so when every time an enemy comes at you, just activates boom, 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 and just slam his ass down because it's very effective with a strike. So yeah, first Kamehameha, you want to add a level 2 to it, so might as well go for it because it does a lot of damage. And Ki Blast Cannon, if you're doing combos and then if you instant transmission behind another person, you can press this and combo off behind them, just boom, 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 boom. You get me? After that, you can follow it up with a murder grenade that you can place down anywhere, however you want, but you got to be very careful with the murder grenade because it's very not accurate, so you got to time it. So it's pretty decent for me because I know how to implement it, but you guys will see later on in the video. Now when it comes to ultimate attacks, now of course obviously you got to have special beam cannon because that was mostly the movie was known for. Okay, it's very iconic because it was just beast. Okay, so I'm not even gonna pressure that, but yeah, you want to have that. Now this one was a bit debatable with me. I can either put Kaioken times 4 Kaioken Kamehameha, or I could have put let me see, where is it at? I think a Burning Strike. I could have put that like in the movie, you know, when he attacks up with just one nasty leg kick. But I feel like if you want to at least keep, you know, the Goku family traditional, you gotta at least give him a Kamehameha that's stronger. You could either do final Kamehameha, that's fine, but I like using 4 because it adds a little bit of more damage, and we're trying to do more damage with ultimates, anything, just to get the opponent out of there. Now, as for the Awoken skill, I use Super Saiyan God because the reason why is so my melee strikes are increased a little bit. Now, I know I did say earlier that the freaking melee strikes and basic attacks are really nerfed, but in this case, it's not going to be entirely nerfed because our male Saiyan is not at full max weight. Because we're like very skinny, so we do a lot of more ki blast damage and more strike. You get me? So when you activate this Awoken skill, gives it up back to where it needs to be, and yeah, that's fine. And also, not a lot of people know about Super Saiyan God. You can also gain a lot of ki from it just by attacking over and over and over. And I also have a Super Soul for that, so check this out. And as well, I forgot to mention, hyper movement, really decent evasive skill. I like it because it does work, so it gets me out of sticky situations. So yeah, can't go wrong with this one. As well, if you guys are looking for Gohan's clothes, I go with the Gohan's Gi Adult and pants. And then the feet, I just use the Gi CC. And then the hands, I use just Super Gogeta's, you know, hand wraps or whatever. And as for the wig, if you want to make it more iconic, you can actually use the Fusamasu. That's how I did it, you know, just to make it at least somewhat accurate, you know, somewhere up there. But if you don't have this, it's fine. You can still make his hair, you know, just like the color, because even though it's fine, it's fine. As well for the QQ bangs, at least if your QQ bang looks like this is decent. Have your ki up, you know, your basic attacks and your ki blast. That's decent, you know. That does an equal balance out of everything. For the Super Soul I use is Leave the Rest to Me, the Super Saiyan. When the battle begins, it restores all ki, temporarily activates ki auto recovery. So combine this with their Super Saiyan God ki gain, it does a lot for you. So you don't have to worry about charging or anything because this will back you up 100%. You can do a bunch of you know, special attacks and ultimates as many times as you want, as long as you know how to use it. As well, the limit burst, you can increase the attack power up, so yeah, that's pretty good for you. But out of all that, I'll show you 3 sets of the build that I made, so hopefully you guys can, you know, screenshot this and how you want to make your own version of freaking Beast Gohan. So here, I'll show you. Alright, so this is the first one that I made, one of the first builds, so you can get the ki gain one. And then this one is the one-shot special beam cannon. So you guys see I have the Super Soul. Sorry for the wait. Are you ready? That is gives the special beam cannon a lot of more damage, and also the limit burst when you activate it as well. As well, the Awoken skill I use is Super Saiyan God Evolution because it'll just annihilate anything in your path as long as you time your limit burst and activate your Awoken skill. They're out of there. For the third one I made, this one is actually meant for the ×4 Kaioken, but instead of Special Beam Cannon, I put Burning Strike. And as well, activate Potential Unleash, because, you know, some of you may question, well, what about Potential Unleash? So, I want to see that, but here you go. As well, the Super Soul I use, I ain't losing. Here's my full power. That is definitely made for any ultimate Kamehameha move that you have in your inventory. As well, as long as you have this Super Soul, you'll be doing nasty damage. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this quick early build. But enjoy the rest of the video, and yeah, enjoy.